This is a very special edition of Sean's View Entertainment. I know we focus on wrestling and news and rumors around the clock multiple times a day, but I had to get this out there. Toys R Us, there it is, on location, the destination. A lot of money, a lot of memories, a lot of debt, a lot of credit cards, a lot of toys, a lot of action figures, a lot of games, a lot of things. We're inside this Toys R Us, and as we all know, Toys R Us was on the decline. They hit a huge hole, and eventually it just led to the absolute destruction and cancellation and deletion of Toys R Us. And you know what? It was very sad. It's actually not sad. It's not only just depressing, it's damn near traumatizing that Toys R Us went out of business. Toys R Us went down. Toys R Us went out. No more Toys R Us. But you know what, ladies and gentlemen? To add insult to injury, okay? To poke the bear, so to speak. To bury Toys R Us even further. To put Toys R Us even further down, okay? What have they done with Toys R Us, okay? This is really a spit in the face. It's a smack in the face. It's absolutely... as a matter of fact, I will not even... okay, so Toys R Us, out of business, gone, canceled, right? So what do they decide to do with Toys R Us? What do they do with Toys R Us, ladies and gentlemen? And this is disgusting, this is despicable, and this is heinous, okay? I mean... Look what they've made Toys R Us. They have turned it into a spirit Halloween store. And they still got the giraffe there. Are you kidding me? Welcome Spirit. That's really awesome. That's really cute. I mean, are you kidding me right now? This is what they've turned Toys R Us into, a Halloween store. You want to talk about devastation. You know, I like Halloween as much as the next guy, okay? I really do. But when you do something quite like that, that absolutely is just, I can't even tell you what it does to me as a person, okay? Like I said, you want to add insult to injury, all right? Don't make it a supermarket. Don't make it a Dollar General. Don't make it a restaurant. Don't make it anything else, right? You can make it anything else. So just leave it alone. Just leave the memories alone. But what do? They turn it into a spirit Halloween store. Really? I mean, you want to really talk about putting a cherry on the cake on top. You want to talk about putting an explanation point. You want to talk about the ultimate burial of Toys R Us, okay? I was the biggest fan of Toys R Us. Listen, Toys R Us may have had higher prices, but that was the destination. My daughter, okay, I have a daughter. She's going to be 3 years old. She's never going to experience. She's never going to know. If you want to go to Toys R Us, there's not even ToysRUs.com. You want to know what you got to do now? You got to go to Canada, okay? You got to go to Edmonton. You got to go to Alberta. You got to go to Saskatchewan. You got to go. And what they've done, like I said, with this toy, look at this. Just look at this. I mean, really? I mean, welcome to Spirit Halloween R Us. Spirits R Us. I mean, it's a mockery. It's shameful. It's horrible. It's sickening. It's disgusting. It makes me want to blow chunks. It makes me want to regurgitate. I won't walk into anything that, and it doesn't matter if it was anything else that they turned Toys R Us into. I just feel that it's a big slap in the face that you got Toys R Us on one side of it. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe there's one Toys R Us still around. Oh, no, ladies and gentlemen, in the United States, they're all gone. It's all over. No more Toys R Us. And this is what Toys R Us has now been regulated to. Wow, see that? Toys R Us has now been regulated to a spirit Halloween. The spirit of Toys R Us. You want to talk about how wrestlers are buried? You want to talk about how wrestlers never have a chance to come back? You want to talk about wrestlers who can never, be rejuvenated or refreshed? Is this a replacement? Is this the right replacement? Even if they would have put like another sort of toy store. I mean, listen, nothing's going to trump. Nothing's going to beat Toys R Us. Toys R Us was the end-all, be-all, end-all. Toys R Us was it. Toys R Us was where I went. Toys R Us was what I loved. Toys R Us is what I experienced as a kid and even into my teenage years, even into my 20s. Okay, I would still walk in there occasionally to check it out. I bought so much stuff there. And to see the demise and just how demonic it has become of Toys R Us. And they leave the giraffe there. They leave the Toys R Us giraffe there. Are you? This has to be a rib. This has to be a joke. I will not walk into that place knowing what Toys R Us was and what it used to be and what it is now. I'll be damned if I walk into that place under a different name, under a different persona, under a different personality, under a different group, under a different name, under a different company. I will not go in there, and it's my choice not to walk into that place right now. And I would, I'd probably cry. I mean, I cried when I heard Toys R Us was going bankrupt. I really cried when it was going out of business. Then I really cried when they started tearing down the letters from the Toys R Us, okay? That's when it got real bad. But, yeah, this is what Toys R Us has been regulated to, a Halloween